The wettest winter for 250 years. More people are forced to leave their homes, and the Met Office says there's more wind and rain to come. The Thames Valley is hardest hit. 1,600 troops are on standby, but levels on the River Severn are expected to rise even further, with worries that resources are stretched to the limit. Visiting some of the worsted areas, the Prime Minister warns it's going to take time before things get back to normal. 14 severe flood warnings are still in place in Berkshire and Surrey, and 2 in Somerset. There are warnings that another inch of rain could fall today, and another major storm is forecast to batter Britain tomorrow. The Defence Secretary, Philip Hammond, said this morning the government did have a grip on the situation, but that it was dealing with an enormous force of nature.
So flooding up and down the Thames in Surrey and in Berkshire, 14 severe flood warnings along the Thames. Let's go to another part of the river, Marlow, and Daniel Bircher, our correspondent, is there for us this lunchtime. Daniel.
Yes, Ben, the river here is very high and very fast flowing. Some residents here have said they haven't seen it like this in 40 years. To one side here, the crypt of the church is flooded. Across from me, there's a park that's entirely underwater. A hotel on the other side of the river is sandbagged. And if you look behind me, there is a weir there. Normally, the water levels between the river here and the other side of the weir, there should be a big drop, and there isn't. And that is causing growing concern. A short time ago, I met one couple who have been watching the water rising around their home. Now, residents that want to leave have been offered help. This couple chose not to do so. The problem is not just the river itself, but the groundwater. It's just not being able to soak away, to flow off the land around those homes. Just upstream from here, fire crews have set up pumps, and they're trying to move the water away from some of the most vulnerable homes there.
In 2007, record flooding affected more than 10,000 homes across Worcestershire and neighbouring Gloucestershire. Water levels haven't yet reached those heights, but heavy rain fell this morning, and Environment Agency officials are monitoring the situation.
There's a second high water level coming down the river for tomorrow, which will be, we estimate, about the same as in 2007. We've got reports of about 100 properties along the length of the Severn that are flooded, unfortunately, at the minute.
150 years of history under 8 feet of water. This is the cricket ground at Worcester after the River Severn burst its banks. For the most part, it's business as usual in the city. It has a long history of flooding, and its people have learnt to live with the highs and lows of the river that runs through its centre. Keeping traffic flowing across the city is essential for the business community. Yesterday, the main bridge was closed for several hours and may yet be closed again.
And the latest information we have is that the River Severn is expected to peak on Thursday morning and at levels higher than in 2007. The defences are expected to hold, but it's quite likely that that all-important bridge across the city of Worcester will close again. Ben.
Sian, many thanks indeed for that. Sian Lloyd reporting there.